Call of Duty points are now in Infinite Warfare. If you want the best way to get free Call of Duty points, click the link down in the description, install the app, and start getting yourself some free Call of Duty points today.
Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty Infinite Warfare video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about some more of the epic guns in Infinite Warfare, and today we're going to be talking about the Volk Goliath. This is a very popular variant, a very highly requested one, and I was lucky enough to be able to craft this with salvage yesterday. I think it was the day before yesterday. And I had some fun playing with this thing. I tested out a bunch of different class setups because this is one of the variants that some of the variants, they basically just help out your gun and give you extra stats, but this one completely changes the way the gun works, the way you want to play with the gun, the way you want to do your class setups, and it's essentially a completely different gun from the original Volk, which is a fairly strong fully automatic assault rifle reminiscent of the AK-47. This one is more reminiscent of like an FAL or something like that because it is a semi-automatic firing gun. We'll be talking about that and everything to do with this gun, tips with it, class setups, all throughout this video. So I'd appreciate if you guys could smack a like up on this thing. Let's go for 2,500 likes. I know that is a lot of likes to ask for, but I know you guys could hit it if you guys all hit that like button. 2,500 likes is of course going to be the goal, and then subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And if you guys want some COD points, some free COD points to get these epic weapons yourself, open up supply drops, earn salvage, and get Call of Duty points, the link to that is down in the description. I recommend you guys all go check that out. Now, let's get right into this. Let's throw the card up on the screen, or let's just talk about it right here. What is this Volk Goliath? So basically, the main difference is Spike. Spike is the first one you're going to have, and that deals increased damage, but fires one bullet at a time. Basically meaning they changed completely the gun around with this thing. Instead of being a fully automatic, high fire rate, medium damage assault rifle, it is now a semi-auto, but it is a two-shot kill, which is the increased damage. And then the other one is going to be focus, reduced idle sway while aiming down sights. That one doesn't have much benefit, I don't think, on assault rifles. Most of the time, I'm playing with quick draw. I'm just going to scope in, tap, tap. I'm not really going to be aiming down. It's more for sort of people that want to sit and watch a doorway for a long period of time. Like, if you are watching a doorway for a long period of time, and you do get some idle sway, you can simply just scope out and scope back in. I've never really found idle sway to be a problem on assault rifles, but that's basically there, and it also helps you out. So this variant is really, really cool, and it definitely completely changes the gun around. How you want to play with this gun is you want to play with this thing similar to how you would play with the M1. That's the only gun that this could be compared to in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and it's really weird how they made the epic variant of this gun changed the gun completely. And honestly, the reason why they did it, I think, is because they don't have any other semi-auto assault rifles in this game in the default version. Of course, they have the M1, but that is a classic weapon. And I think that by adding this variant, they wanted to make this another customizable option. And some of the variants like this actually add so much customization that playing with this gun, some people, you might love the Volk, but you might hate the Volk Goliath. Or you might love the Goliath because you're a semi-automatic gun fan, but you might hate the normal Volk. And let's talk about the class setup I use on this gun first off, because this class setup and the playstyle for this thing is going to be a lot different from the normal Volk. Let's talk about the playstyle. I guess we'll go into first and then sort of into the class setup. So this gun is a two-shot kill. It's very consistent. It is a 100% guaranteed two-shot kill. I tested it out in tactical TDM where the M1 is actually a one-shot and this thing was still a two-shot. I'm not sure about hardcore. My guess would be that it is a one-shot kill in hardcore, because if you watch when I two-tap people with this gun, it basically does about 70% of the damage. Like, this is just me judging off of looking at the enemy's health bar, but it looks like it does about 70% of the damage, and then the last one finishes them off, or probably 60 to 70. So this gun can one-shot people if they already are lower than half health. For sure, it will one-shot them pretty much every single time, but most of the time in Call of Duty, in public matches in TDM, the people you're running into are going to have completely full health, unless you're playing objective game modes where it's crazy and hectic, but in TDM, which is my favorite game mode for this gun, and probably my favorite game mode overall in this game, because Domination used to be my favorite game mode. It's a really fun game mode, but in this game, it's only 75 points per kill, and even with Hardline, it's only 100 points per kill, which is kind of crazy. And while in TDM, it's going to be 100 points per kill, and then 125 with your Hardline bonus, which I really think they need to adjust Domination. I don't understand. I really don't get how Hardpoint, Defender, all those are normal 100 points per kill. And their objective game modes where you're getting a bunch of objective points, but domination has to be 75 points per kill. They kind of ruined domination with that, and that's really, hopefully they fix that eventually. I don't know why they've done that before. I remember in Black Ops 2, I think it was, they started off with it being 75 points per kill in Dom. Everyone complained, and they quickly switched it back to 100. But it seems like this year they just never bothered to switch it back. It isn't that bad because you do still have Hardline to help you out. But of course it definitely isn't the best. So how you want to play with this gun is it's a consistent 2-shot, and you want to be spamming that trigger finger as fast as possible. You want to be able to, it does have a little bit of recoil. It will kick up for a little bit and then it will reset, sort of like, you know, I guess when you're using a sniper and you shoot a bullet off, it kicks up and it comes right back to the same sort of spot, and that's how this gun works. What I recommend doing with it is playing, you can play kind of aggressive if you trust your trigger finger and you trust in your ability to get those kills, but I definitely recommend playing smart with this thing. And it's not the best at super long ranges. I think medium range is where it definitely strives, and at medium range you can outplay people, most assault rifle players in the game. Now I'll throw the class setup up on the screen that I've tested out a bunch of different class setups. The gameplay you see, the first gameplay class setup is different than the second gameplay class setup. I've tried it with silencers, I've tried it with dexterity, I've tried it with red dot or with no scope or with elo sight, and this is what I don't really like. The iron sights on this one, as you can see them in the game, the second gameplay right here, which is up on the screen. The iron sights are different from the normal Volk. Some people may like them, some people may not. Honestly, on the normal Volk, I like the iron sights, but on this one, I prefer to run with the elo side. I think the elo is better than the red dot in this game in most situations, or the reflex. So I'll throw the class setup up on the screen right now. And this is what I'm rocking. I rock it with 2 attachments only. I tried it out with the silencer, but it didn't really feel right to me. It just didn't feel good. You want the elo scope, stock, and then quick draw. Stock is absolutely huge on this gun because you want people to be able to miss their shots on you as you're strafing back and forth and basically tap firing that trigger as fast as you can. I honestly don't even have the best trigger finger, and I still really like this gun. So if you're someone that really has a good trigger finger to, you know, kill people and is a big fan of semi-autos, you're probably going to love this gun. But that's basically it. Stock is 100% required and the best attachment for this thing. Quick draw is not essential, but I really do like to run it. As far as my first perks here, I do not run dexterity, and that's basically because I was running that first gameplay, but then I realized, you know, this gun is an energy rifle. It basically replenishes its ammo itself. So if you're not, unless you're spraying off a bunch of bullets and missing a bunch of bullets, you don't really have to reload with this gun, because you shoot off, maybe I shoot off 4 bullets and get a 2-shot kill on someone, and then as I'm running around to find the next enemy, my bullets are just automatically being replenished. You really don't have to worry about reloading, and that's why for first perks I choose just to run with Ghost and Blast Shield, just 2 things to keep me extra safe. No point if I don't need dexterity. As far as my second perk, I just go with Hardline, and my third one, Marksman. Pretty standard stuff. I think Marksman is definitely required on this gun. Helps you to reduce that flinch, because sometimes this one can have a little bit of flinch on it, especially if you're shooting at an enemy, they shoot you back, there's already a little kick on the gun, and the flinch can really mess you up. And then I had 1 spot left over, so I just threw on that personal radar or portable radar, whatever it's called. That thing is pretty cool to find out where the enemies are spawning. You can just tap it and it shows you, oh, the enemies are in front of me, beside me. Sometimes in TDM, when a lot of people run Ghost, I lose track of people, and that's why I use that one. I don't think that is countered by Ghost, so that's what makes it pretty good. I think that one is countered by Hardwired. I may be wrong about that. But is this gun worth the salvage to craft? That is the #1 question. And in my opinion, if you guys are fans of semi-automatic guns, if you guys have ever liked a semi-automatic gun in the past, if you like the FAL, if you like, you know, whatever guns there are from different Call of Duty games, semi-auto, this gun you will definitely love. I don't even like semi-automatic guns that much, but I do really like this one. Honestly, I'd probably say I like this one better than the M1 Garand in normal public matches. Of course, in tactical TDM, the M1 Garand is a 1-shot, which I'll obviously going to choose that over this every time. But in normal game modes and in normal Infinite Warfare Advanced Movement game modes, I really do like the Volk Goliath. I like it for the fact that it's completely different from the M1. The M1, you can't reload. You literally can't reload until you're out of bullets. When this one, you just don't have to reload, because it's going to be automatically refreshing your ammo. And this version, compared to the normal Volk, it definitely does play differently. So if you're a big fan of the legendary Volk or the rare Volk, or even the Volk Corruption, and then you guys think this one is going to play the same, it 100% is not. It plays completely differently, but it is still a really good gun. It's in its own way, and I definitely do recommend it if you are a fan of semi-automatic assault rifles. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Like I said, 2,500 likes is the like goal today, a pretty high one, but I know we can hit if you guys all drop a like on this thing. I would really appreciate that. I know you guys have been loving this Epic Weapons of Infinite Warfare series. I've done quite a few of them on my channel. I should probably make a playlist of them so it's easier to keep track of. But definitely let me know in the comment section down below which ones you guys want me to still do. I think I have a few more. I probably have maybe 4 or 5 more epic guns that I haven't done yet that I currently own, and then of course I'm going to keep working my way up to own the rest of them. But that's basically a story for another day. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Drop a like on this thing, subscribe for a cookie, and don't looky, and I'm out. Peace. Have a great night, guys.